Hey Gemini, thanks for coming back. If you've been here before, and if you haven't been here before, thank you for clicking here. You've reached Elsie at 10 of Cups Tarot. Thanks for coming to my channel. I am here to do a reading until January the 15th for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Gemini. So I am using my Tattoo Tarot today, and we're going to get you some information about the near past energies first, and then we'll go into the current energies, and then we'll go into some future energies for you. Hope you had a great New Year's. I just need some cards, please. First 5 cards for near past energy for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, please. Gemini. There's 1. There's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great. Good, good. Okay, what do we got going here? What is up, Gemini? All right, so the first thing I see that we have a Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords could be you, it could be someone else. This is your sign. This is an air sign, so it is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And I do see that this is coming up with the King of Cups. So next to the King of Cups, so we have someone who is very emotionally available. The Queen of Swords, she is all about mind over heart, and the King of Cups is all about heart over mind. So they are kind of opposites, but you know what? Opposites attract, right? A lot of the times opposites attract. And so we have the Queen who really just speaks her truth. She's all about speaking her truth, and she's about the clarity. She's about, you know, cutting out what she doesn't need, essentially. And it looks like this King of Cups is here as well. And the King of Cups feels deeply, is very emotional, and can be overly emotional. But, you know, she can be kind of harsh too. So I guess there's the pendulum that swings between both of them. I feel like there's an end of pain here, though. So an end of pain, it's the 10 of Swords. And the end of pain, I feel as though this may have been an argument that was between the King of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So just remember, we're not reading gender, we're reading energy. So this is someone with the energy of the Queen of Swords and someone who is with the energy of the King of Cups. So I feel as though that the pain has come to an end, but I feel as though the relationship is as well, because I do see someone who is single here. So this is the 9 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Pentacles is all about someone who is single and abundant. So someone who is, you know, running their own business, or just is doing work very well for themselves. They're living alone, they're taking care of their own stuff, they're just living their lives, but they are radiating enthusiasm, they are radiating confidence, and I have a feeling that the Queen of Swords and the King of Cups may have brought this, you know, a painful relationship to an end, and now they are both single. I do see that also we have the 3 of Wands, and the 3 of Wands, it's all about waiting. Yeah, waiting for your ships to come in. So you're kind of looking for the next thing already. It looks like. Yeah, don't wait for the grave to be cold. Come on now. It's kind of harsh. That's what the Queen's about, though. She's all harsh. Yeah. A little bit harsh, just saying. Okay, so yeah, I do show here, I think a relationship has come to an end in the near past energies, maybe last year. I see somebody, or both of you ended up single, I should say. And then the single person is looking towards the 3 of Wands, you know, just waiting for ships to come in, waiting for the next thing to come by. Waiting. So now we're going to go into the current energies. Current energies, please. 5 cards for the current energies for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. All right. Interesting. Okay, so in the current energies, I see, first of all, the Magician. So the Magician is here to let you know that you can manifest anything that you want. You have all the tools that you need in order to be able to get the things that you want. So just be careful what you're asking for, because you might get it. I'm just saying. You can manifest negative things as well as positive things. And you guys, it is really all up to you, but if you throw out, if you're a complainer and you throw all that stuff out into the universe, that stuff's going to bounce back right on you. So just be careful what you wish for and what you're saying out loud, what you're thinking in your mind. So the Magician here, it has come to say, you know what, you have everything that you need to be able to get what you want, so go ahead and manifest it. I think what you want, though, is you want clarity. This is an air sign, right? This is an air card. So yeah, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and this is clarity in conversation. It could be harsh conversation, and it's a clarity for sure, and sometimes clarity can be harsh. I do see that there's a 5 of Swords here, so I have a feeling that there's some arguments going on. If not arguments externally, arguments internally for sure. So I'm not sure that you are completely sure that you should have broken up the relationship. This can also be a little bit of regret. This can be, this is sort of like your higher brain, lower brain, talking to each other. It's kind of like, arguing within yourself. This also can be external arguments, of course, though. And usually someone, it's a right fighter is what it is. So someone decides that they've won the fight, but really, what have you won? Because this person is walking away. You haven't really won anything, There's just tears and sadness, and there isn't really anything that, look, the tears are running down here. There isn't really anything, nobody wins, really, for a right fight. Nobody wins. The next card I see is the Temperance. So, it's all about balance and healing, you guys. It's all about being balanced. It's all about healing, being kind to yourself and others. Temperance is all about, cracking and not breaking, essentially. So just going within, trying to find the way to make yourself happy and balanced. Temperance is all about healing. Next comes the 5 of Cups. So I see some disappointment, some sadness here, not necessarily depression, but regret, maybe. So there are 2 cards here that are all about, arguments, arguing within yourself. This one here about pouring out the cups. The cups are no longer viable. The thing is, too, is just remember that these 3 cups have been poured out, and she's pretty sad about it, but, she's not noticing that there are 2 cups behind her, and those 2 cups in the minor arcana are love, right? 2 cups are love. It is love. So I feel like there has been some tension here. And in between these 2, I'll just show you how they come up here. This is how they come up here. So I see, nope, sorry, this is this way. So I see that there is fighting and arguing, possibly internal, external. Then, the warning from the universe to say, you guys, you just need to temper it, right? You need to temper it. You need to back off a little bit. You need to get back in balance. This is also about loving yourself. It's about self-love and being kind to others. And then there is the 5 of Cups. The cups, disappointment and regret, for sure. Regret from maybe the breakup of this relationship, possibly. I am showing that there is what is it? Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is under the deck. So that's a fire sign, and that is Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. So it could have been something to do with something that included either the energy of or the actual Queen of Wands. I'm going to pull 4 cards now for the future energies. Okay. Okay, so I see the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is all about trying to see things from a different perspective, right? Trying to find a reason to stay, trying to find a reason to work harder on the relationship, like seeing it from this angle or from that angle. Like, can we do it without hurting this person? Can we do it without hurting that person? You know, is there any way that we can stay in this relationship without without either one of us really being broken and hurt? I see that there's a lot of passion here, though, that there's well, this is a new start in passion. So this could be something that's brand new, I guess. So perhaps you did stay in the Hanged Man for a while and decided that there was no way that there was going to be a reconciliation here. So I do see that the Hanged Man is touching the Magician card, the Ace of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. So I feel as though there was no reconciliation here. Once you looked at it, tried to look at it from a different point of view, it just was a no-go. So I see new passion here. So something's new on the table, new passion, of course, the phallic response, right? And this is all about romantic passion. And I think that you have found you've decided to wait on the passion, I think. You have found new passion, but I think you've decided to wait on it. That's the 7, is it not? Yeah. So this card, the 7 of Pentacles, is all about planting the seeds and watering them and taking care of them and growing your abundance. And so this is the waiting period. This is the waiting period before the 8, which is the harvest. And so this is the waiting period. And I feel as though you're waiting on the passion for now. You see the passion in the distance, but you are waiting on it because you're not yet out of this Hanged Man. You're not sure whether this relationship is viable or not. Although I do see in the past energy, it does look like you broke up, but I don't know if you're considering reconciliation or not. Nothing in the cards indicates that you are. I do believe that this Queen of Wands might be the person that you have passion for. So I have a feeling that the way it reads here is that you are taking a look at it from another perspective. You know that there's passion with the Queen of Wands that's available for you, but you're going to wait. You're going to wait on that right now. Underneath the deck, I see the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is all about doing the right thing, doing the thing that's right. It's about morality. It's about church. It's about clergy. It's about corporation. It could be something to do with a corporation. I don't think it is here. I think this is purely a love reading. But the Hierophant was here anyway. See if it comes out in your reading. All right, so we've done the first 4 cards for the future. We're going to go for the next 3. Okay, I do 11 cards total for the future. Oops. There we go. Just pulling everything apart here. All right, so the next card that I see is the Hermit. Makes sense. So in the 7 of Pentacles, you're waiting. You're waiting to, I think you're waiting to make a decision about the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a fire sign. She is Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. She is a fire sign, which is different from your Queen of Swords, who is an air sign. Or you could be the air sign very well, because this is Gemini. So you could have been the one who is with the King of Cups, and you also could be the one who is looking at the Queen. So we could have same sex here. I mean, we're reading energy, so it doesn't matter, right? We've got 2 queens on the desk here, which is Queen of Wands and Queen of Swords. So it could be just feminine energies, but I do see the Hermit. So when you go into Hermit mode, you ghost somebody. You just stop talking, you stop sending messages, you stop making communications with them. You go into yourself in quiet and you try and figure out what you're going to do next. I have a feeling that someone here is transforming or is going to put to death this relationship. I think that is your judgment. I think that's your judgment, that you're going to end this relationship. You're going to transform this relationship you are going to place judgment there. You're going to choose to do that. But I also feel as though this queen here, that she might be from the past. This is a card of resurrection. So this may be someone who is from your past. The judgment also talks about resurrecting old relationships or things that are coming from the past to the present. So you could be putting an end to this relationship, the end of something, the beginning of something new, which may be a judgment on resurrection, resurrecting a relationship with a soulmate from long ago. Although I don't see any soulmate energies here at all, not at all. I do see the 8 of Pentacles though, and so you could have met this person at work. Could be a work relationship, or you could just be working really hard to try and start this relationship with the Queen of Wands energy, or working really hard to just put this other relationship to death, like to stop this other relationship. All right, 2 more cards. Well, I see you taking in a pentacle, and I also see here that there's the Queen of Cups. So the pentacle that you're taking in is by a page. So the Page of Pentacles is someone who is younger than you, or you're younger than them. So there's an age difference there. And the Queen is someone who is very deep and, you know, provides very deep, loyal, loving, abiding love, romantic love. So she is very, very deep. She's very open to a relationship. She's emotionally available at this point. So I see that there is a relationship coming to an end. And then I see that there is this Page of Pentacles, this brand new love. And it could either be the Queen who you're trying to go into with this pentacle, or it's either the Queen of Fire or the Queen of Water. So the Queen of Water is, she is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and then you have the Queen of Fire here. So the Page of Pentacles, again, is just someone who's younger, indicating that there's an age difference, and someone bringing in a pentacle because they want to grow some sort of relationship. One last card on this reading, please. Last card. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for Gemini, please. And I see a partnership. So I have a feeling that this partnership, in the end, it might end up being with this water sign here. So the 3 of Pentacles is all about partnership. And the partnership card is about, could be third party as well, because I do see 2 queens, 3 queens, and a king. So yeah, this could be third party as well. I don't know if I get the feeling of that though. I think that you want a partnership. I think you want a partnership, Gemini, but I don't necessarily know that you know who you want the partnership with, and that's okay. That's all right. You're making the decision. I think you have decided that you definitely are going to stop with the you are definitely Gemini going to that you have come to the end of your relationship with the King of Cups. The King has a Queen of Cups here, so maybe this King went off with the soulmate, and that left you alone. Yeah, and so maybe then you are left with the Queen of Wands. So there we go. So that's probably what it's about. It's an end of a relationship. You brought that relationship to an end. That King looks like he walked out with his soulmate, because we do have a soulmate connection here. 2 water cards, right? King and Queen. And then you know, you were waiting for the Queen of Wands, it looks like. You went into hermit mode, decided to end the relationship, and then your King went off with his Queen, and you ended up taking the pentacle in to the Queen of Wands. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And that's all I have for you today, Gemini. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for clicking here. If you need me for a private reading, please read below. The prices have changed to the new year. I do have a new reading as well, which is 15-minute reading, one question, $25. So anything you need is in the description below, including my email address, elsie@tenofcupstarot.ca. So send me an email if you are interested in having a reading. And Happy New Year. I hope your Christmas was wonderful. And I will see you on the 16th. Unless I have something sooner for you. Okay, bye.